Hi folks, here's another Stephen Cocker knife. As I said before, Stephen Cocker is a maker in Sheffield who follows on in the tradition of the Little Masters really, except he's making the knives from scratch. He's using perhaps old templates and old patterns, but these knives are made by one person from beginning to end, as opposed to what used to often happen at Little Masters is, one chap might specialise in forging blades, another in polishing blades, grinding blades, another one might specialise in assembling the knives or producing scale materials or even sculpting bolsters. This is a particularly pretty little knife. It's in the Slim Barlow pattern. I've quite a few Slim Barlows, mostly the ones I've got are from, would you believe, Taylor's Eyewitness, like this one. And in many ways, these are much plainer than the Stephen Cocker one, although these are still, the ones I have are all very, very nice. They do have, most of them have file worked backs. This one actually doesn't. I just picked this one at random out the drawer. But it's a Barlow pattern in that you have a teardrop shaped handle with a long bolster, and as is probably more common than not, but it's not a defining feature, you have the clip point blade. So this is as much in the Barlow pattern as any knife, because it's difficult to know exactly what the Barlow pattern is, but it's got the longer reinforced bolster. Now, Taylor's Eyewitness make these in 420 HC stainless steel, whereas this particular one by Stephen is in 01 tool steel. Beautifully polished, a really, really lovely shine, lovely polished bolsters with this three, can't think we call them. Sculpted anyway. Very, 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 very nice. Plain back, some lovely stag. I don't know that this one is as well matched as some of the others that I've had off Stephen, but it kind of goes together nicely. And I think this stag on the face is just some of the loveliest stag I've ever seen on any knife. Just really, really nice. Nicely put together. It's not perfect, but it's very good. There's a little bit of very slight perhaps gapping just in here, but not so much as I'm going to complain about. I like the fact that this is a beautiful handmade little knife, made by one chap. He uses a lot of traditional sort of fly presses and things rather than modern hydraulics. It's got his stamp on there. A bit of oil. Bit of oil that just doesn't want to come off, I'm afraid, but hopefully you can see that tang stamp, which is quite nice. Nothing on the other side, it's just plain. I do love the shiny blades, but they are a real fingerprint magnet. Anyway, it's a nice little knife, just to show you the sort of idea of scale, size of this knife. It's quite a dainty little knife. That's the 93mm Swiss Army knife, and you see it's very slightly shorter overall, but it's much, much more slender. And of course, in the other dimension, again, it's much, much more slender, much easier in the pocket, and it's very much lighter. This is a light little knife. I think these are particularly nice as fruit knives. That's where I like it. There it is compared to the Enzo PK70, just to give you another idea of size. But I really like these knives. They're not big. Again, they're quite office friendly. You can open your letters with this and nobody's going to screech and jump on a chair and start crying. At least I hope not. Certainly I haven't had that reaction, but it's funny, sometimes size doesn't do it. I have a Boca Subcom and somebody got really upset about that. It's only got an 1.5 blade, but it's just the look of it being all titanium and it looks more looks sort of aggressive, whereas this just looks so bucolic and non-threatening. Anyway, there we are. That's the Stephen Cocker Slim Barlow from Sheffield. If you like the stuff, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of it, please subscribe. There's at least one more Stephen Cocker knife to come. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.